Hi Wargamers, Spirit Warrior 40k here. It's been a week, so thought I'd need to maybe get an episode out. Apologise that it's probably a day over. I'm going to try and get one episode in a week, and I'm going to throw the Tactica stuff in there for the moment, as and when I can. Don't get much opportunity because the wife thinks I'm a bit of a weirdo for doing the videos, but I enjoy it. So I like speaking to you about what's going on. First of all, if you like the video, subscribe down there and press the bell for notifications or something. Yeah. And like the video as well. And comment. I try and respond to all the comments that you make, guys, which at the moment aren't very many because there's not a lot of yous. But yeah, try and leave some comments for anything I get wrong or anything you want to talk about. Because I try and learn as much lore as I can, just through reading. But like I said, I don't pretend to be an expert. Yeah, so first of all, we need to shout out to Elwood's Modelling Mayhem, who came up with the name for the channel. Spirit Warrior 40k kind of works on two levels. First of all, I am an Iandam player, so lots of Spirit Warriors and ghosts and all that kind of stuff, so it works there. And also, as I said in one of the previous videos, I am a Christian, so it works in that sense. So I like it. Yeah, bit of a gaff on my part. I've changed it for the channel, not realising my channel is linked to my email address. So anyone that gets an email off me now gets it from Spirit Warrior 40k. So that was quite funny when someone I work with responded to that. Also, another shout out, the gent that I had my first victory over, I said I can't remember his name. His name's George. So I know he's not a subscriber, but I am going to be playing him again today. So it's a rematch against the Tyranids. Get to use some new units which I've painted up. I'll go for them in a bit. So yeah, George, thanks for the first win. And he's pretty much at the same level as me. So I've been playing painting and playing for like 6 months and stuff. Kind of at the same stage of play, how many games you've played and whatnot. A bit of a mess there. So yeah, so good shout out to him. It was a really good game. Shame we didn't battle report it, but yeah. Yeah, he's also got some really cool models. He's painted up his Tyranids. So yeah, he's got some really cool models. So if he manages to subscribe, he'll really hopefully like this shout out. Okay, so just an update for the week, guys. I know I put out a video with regard to the new starter box coming out. I did say that Tyranids were coming first. My source was drastically wrong, but he says that was what he was told. So yeah, apologies that I got it wrong, guys. I'm only human. And yeah, so we've got the Eldar Codex coming out. I will hopefully be pre-ordering it on Saturday if I can curb some money together. Yeah, might have to ask a family member to pay for it and then pay them back, because I do want the special edition, because it just looks cool and it makes me look like a decent player and decent collector, better than what I am. Yeah. And also there's some dice coming out. I'm assuming there'll be some cards as well, which will be pretty handy, because I forget half the rules of my army. So you put in some stratagems and some warlord traits and that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a bit messy. Yeah, so super excited about it. I think from what I've gathered, from what I've read so far on the community site, and from what there's another guy that I watch, Kirioth, I think his name is, has a big mic in front of his thing and some big headphones, so it looks alright. Can't pronounce any Eldari phrases to save his life. But yeah, he sort of said about Iandam being the sort of the main faction, kind of like the Ultramarines are for Space Marines, just because they're the first one to come out and how they're pushing Wraith. They're obviously this new starter box. They've got the Wraith Lord Wraith Lord in there. You've got the Wraith Guard in there. So they might be sort of pushing that. The box art's still in red, which is Samhain, I think. So, but yeah, if they're pushing it, I'm quite happy because as an Iron Man player, yeah, it works for me. Um, Looking over my paint schemes the other day, and I think I kind of I do a base of Avalanche Sunsets, then I wash with Cassandra Yellow, then I repaint the Avalanche Sunset, and then I highlight with Uriel Yellow and Flash Gits Yellow. But I think from the painting app, it says that I should be layering Uriel Yellow over it. So mine colour scheme I think is a bit dull from what they're meant to be, but I'm quite happy with it. You've seen some of the schemes, but when we get to the new units, yeah, you can see. Drop a comment about it and let me know. Um, yeah, so but the Yanden thing that came out, pseudonym. First was a bit picking up D3 unit, D3 mortal wounds. But then I guess if you're using a Wraith Lord, or I mean, you're only going to get 3 wounds. The thing has 10, and also you've got this new doctrine now, haven't you, about the wounds and how they stack with the drop down thing. So you have, I think the Wraith Knight has to have 17 wounds where it drops down a level in its abilities. So I think, yeah, that won't be too difficult with the Wraith Lord. The Wraith Guard, you're going to be lucky. I think they've got 3 wounds. So if you've got 5 of them, so you roll, you're probably going to pick up maybe one 3 wounds out of 5 rolls. Majority of them, I guess, will be 1 and 2s on average, but we'll see. When we paint some up, hopefully in the future, we'll get a tactical on that, and we'll see how it goes. Or we could just do a video on dice rolling. Yeah, we'll just see what the averages look like. Yeah, comment below. Let me know. Do you want a video on dice rolling and the averages? That would be a really fun video. I can see the likes and the views skyrocketing in that one. Yeah, let me know. But yeah, looked at the Orthway. Didn't really see much in it. That Kirioth guy was saying something about Black Warriors, the Black Guardians. They're meant to be sort of a big thing for them, but they've kind of just used it as a stratagem. Kind of agreed with him. Just didn't really see much of the fluff there. Like with the Anden, it's very much based around the Spirit Warriors and all that, and their 8th constructs, which for an Anden army was all about. And read the Beal Tan one yesterday. It's all about aspect warriors and stuff. Can't remember the specifics of it, guys. Like I said, I don't pretend to take it all in. I just sort of read through it with excitedness, then sort of forget most of it. It did make me think about my army, because my army is very mixed in terms of, if you look at the craft world. So, Beal Tan it says very aspect warrior. I've got quite a lot of aspects warriors in mine: the Guardians, the Banshees, and the Fire Dragons. And then from what I've gathered, Samhain is very Wind Rider. And aspect warriors, I'm going for some Shining Spears as well. And then aspect for sorry, Samhain is very Wind Ridery. I'm going to have 2 sets of Wind Riders. I've got a Farseer now on a Wind Rider. Yeah, and then obviously Ianden is very Wraithy. I have 1 Wraith Lord at the moment. I'm hoping to get a second one with the box for Christmas, if my family love me. And I don't have any Wraith Guard. I did paint them up in Ianden and then sold them for some stupid reason, but now I need them, and I'm looking at getting some Wraith Guard and some Wraith Blades. So yeah, so my army's kind of a mismatch of it all, but I like the way it works. You've got those close combat ones, and you've got those the support from far away. Let me know, guys, if how your armies pan out. Do you stick with the fluff of your craft worlds, or other factions in other armies? To be fair, yeah, if you paint up Samhain, do you just paint up those bikes and boss the army with that, or are you like me and sort of like a little bit of everything? Yeah, let me know below, guys. Let's have a start a conversation about it. Yeah, so very quickly, changes to my army. Like I've said, I am looking at putting in some Wraith Blades and some Wraith Guard. The only way I can put both in is by dropping the Banshees, which, to be fair, 5 of them, they're they're weak. To be fair, you'd rather want the Wraith Guard in there. They've got more wounds, they do more damage, and with the stratagems and stuff, it looks like they're going to be the better option. Um, it's a bit of a pain because I was looking at running what are they called? Oh, what are they called? Transports. I've completely lost it. Wave Serpent. There we are. I'm gonna run. I was going to run 2 Wave Serpents, one for a unit of Wraith Guard, and one to put my Banshees and Fire Dragons in to get them at the table. So now, obviously, with the 2 Wraith Guard units, one Wraith Guard and one Wraith Blades, they're going to need a transport each, which just means I'm going to have to bomb up the table to drop those off, come back, and then try and pick up the dragons, get them up there. So yeah, my points can't fit another Wave Serpent in there with what I take. So it's from dropping the Banshees and putting in the two Wraith units pretty much puts it to 2,000 points, bang on, near enough. I've had to drop the idea of having a Wraith Knight. Would love it, to be fair. Would love to borrow and paint one up anyway, but for the 2,000 point army, it's just for what I want to get in it. I just had to drop it. For 500 points, near enough. So, and to be fair, from what I've gathered and from what I've seen on online and other videos, they just get beasted. It's just I mean, I guess it gives you that chance to get your other units up the table and engage, but you're taking 500 points to just get rammed. And God forbid anything gets into contact with it, then it just takes a lot of its ability out. So yeah, so those are the changes. Like I said, I've painted up a Wave Serpent. Quite happy with it. Need to get some magnets to magnetize it to the base, although the base looks really thin to what size magnet I'm going to need. So give me some ideas, guys, on how to magnetize it to the base. And I've also painted up a Farseer on a Wind Rider, because I had one, just a normal Farseer. Painted it years ago and it just looked shoddy, to be honest. And I was using it as a proxy on a Wave Rider anyway, so yeah, I've managed to fit that with the Singing Spear, the Twin Shuriken Catapult, I think it is. So yeah, that works. Yes, that's pretty much it, guys. Just a reminder that the next Tactica will be Azurman. He's not in my overall army in terms of when it's complete. He won't be in it. The HQs will be Uriel and the Farseer. Don't have the points for Azurman. I can imagine half of you are saying, why would you take Uriel over Azurman? And as you will have seen from the last Tactica video, because I love him. I think he's ace. Save Yuri Yandan. Yeah, I just like him. So yeah, yeah. So that dialect, guys. Let's get some conversations going. Share the video with your friends. Get them to subscribe. I think I'm at like 18, so we're getting there. So yeah, keep going. And yeah, see you in the next video with Azurman. Ciao.